toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Colorado State Rams offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bowman.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And the Rams have it with a 1st and 10. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Dropping back, it's Madsen. He's got him. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Warren. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Warren. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. The Rams trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Colorado State 7, Air Force 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Air Force Falcons offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency in this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are.
That is slipped out. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Still on his feet. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 2nd down coming up. The give to the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Jones wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds his man down the middle. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. They'll throw it from the red zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the backup?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Running back searching for a hole. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 35. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Rams are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So
breaks into the open. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Falcons, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Air Force!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Rams with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab down the left side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Trying to escape and get it himself. There and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Rams have it with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. They go to the draw. He's dragged down at the 12 as as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Rams kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Colorado State!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. On the option. He'll toss it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Falcons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Jones to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Falcons line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Looking to get it in. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there. You've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. grabbed over the middle. It's Warren. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Rams! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Falcons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody.
Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense. What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone.
He's going for the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They're down by 20.
For them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good, really decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that, well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll run the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, still going. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give on the option. Spins away from the defender. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Finds his man, it's Brown. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Falcons have it in scoring position on first and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch it.
Touchdown, Falcons! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
28, Air Force, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Rams back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quick completion on the out route. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover. Jones wants to throw it. Back open in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Falcons will hustle to the line.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Lindsey. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for second down. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll line up for a second down play. 42 Spider. On the option. The ball squirts free. Bounced right back to them. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Jones to throw. Unloads to the right. He caught it. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this game.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The Rams inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Rams have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Rams are in the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And the Rams trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter